Hey everybody, welcome to Darkest Dungeon. Welcome to TheUnusualMaw. You might be wondering why we're playing Darkest Dungeon on Sunday and where PoE's at. We're going to take a small hiatus from PoE, probably a week or so, maybe two, to play a different series. We'll get back to PoE though. This is a one-off, unless people want to see more of it. This is to make up for last Monday's Monday one-off that didn't go out, and instead a PoE episode went out due to the holiday weekend. If you've never seen this game before, it's a... what do they call them? Roguelites, maybe? It's kind of like a dungeon crawler. Whatever you call it, it's an amazing game. I tried to record a little bit ago, and there was a screw-up with the game. I won't really go into it, but I'm having to reformat a lot of my... well, not reformat, but reorganize my files on my machine, and it's caused me a little bit of issues, but hopefully that doesn't happen here. And with that, let's jump in. Difficulty level, we're going to play on Darkest. Blood Moon's like brutally difficult. Radiant's easier, and it's not... I say it's easier, it's still pretty hard. I mean, this game is tough as nails. Yeah, Darkest is fine. Let's jump in.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
A+ for the narrator of this game. I mean, he's fantastic. Big highlight of the game, for me, personally. The game's fantastic, too. If you've never seen it, you're definitely in for a treat here. This game came out in 2016, I think, and it was met with... I mean, everybody loved it at the time. And I'm sure people still do. Map navigation, yeah, we know how to move around. We know what we're doing. Maybe. It's been a minute now.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path.
Gonna pump up the volume just a hair.
Just ahead.
No, maybe not. Well, in a hallway, yeah. Move with WASD.
Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
Okay, combat, we know how to do it. We click and kill enemies. Open a wound here and get him bleeding. So now he's got 2 damage per 3 rounds on him. And we're just gonna smite him down.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
I know what you're thinking, that looked really easy. This is the tutorial though. This is to get to the hamlet. This light here is like it's like a difficulty meter. As you walk along, it'll get darker, and you can use torches to relight it to make it less difficult. And the difficulty, part of it is you can surprise enemies or they can surprise you based on the light intensity. And the darker it is, the more, well, you can see there. Your dodge goes up when there's more light, scouting goes up, and there's a better chance for monsters to show up. Now, as the light goes out, you'll get more treasure, but it becomes more difficult. So that's the big mechanic of the game. That is the darkest of the dungeon, if you will. You can explore these tents here, interactive objects. So we'll go in. Now, a lot of games, you know, you want to explore everything because there's no penalties, but in Darkest Dungeon, there can be bad stuff at every corner. So you have to be a little bit cautious when you do this kind of stuff. But since this is a scripted tutorial event to get into the hamlet, we know it's good. Not always the case, though.
Measure. awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Saw the torch go out a little bit there.
Leave nothing unchecked. There is much to be found in forgotten places.
1 damage. We don't mind that. I'm gonna do a grave shot. Let's do.
A message. The rightful owner has returned.
I don't want to take out the musketeer in the back.
No longer welcome.
So these enemies are 2 wide, 11 damage. Hey, look at that. And a pushback, right? So he knocked me back, and the reason why that matters is, if you see the skills down here at the bottom, the red dots are where you can use the skill from, and the yellow dots are the enemies, their position that you can attack them. So the yellow... No, I'm sorry, I have that backwards. Of course, the red is the enemies. So the yellow is the position you have to be in to use the skill, and the red is the position the enemy has to be in. So this one has a 2 range. The problem is if we use it, we're only going to hit him because he takes up 2 spots. So, I think we're going to try to do a stunning blow on him. Because we can't kill him. Stuns are real big in this game because, you know, if you leave an enemy up long enough, he will take you out. Now, since I had no skills to hit the back mob there because he's in the front, I couldn't shoot him because you have to be in the back 3 positions. Now, if you see here, we did just stun him last turn, but in the bottom right down here, I can't scroll down and show you, but under resistances, under his name, Brigadier Bloodletter, he has a 50% resistance to stun. So if we try to stun him here, it's probably not going to work. So we're just gonna go ham on him with a 10 shot, and he's gonna get a hit on us. He's buffed up, 50% stun resist for 1 round. You can take him out, actually, probably. He's got 4 damage, so the bleed stack. He's got 5 HP, so he's going to get 1 more turn on us. Well, I take that back. We're going to take him out right here.
Monstrous size has no intrinsic merit.
Corpses. Okay, so the corpses, whenever you...
exsanguination be considered a virtue.
I don't want to talk over the narrator. He's going to be talking a lot. When you kill a corpse, when you kill somebody, it leaves a corpse behind, and it just stays in the way. It's just an obstacle. Bleeds will still tick on him, so once this bleeds down, it'll go away. Same thing with Blight. And you'll see Blight here in a little bit. Or you can just attack it to move out of the way, which we're going to have to do here. Still didn't clear the corpse. And there's different classes that have the ability to clear the corpse out. You have to do actually clear him out there. Now he has to move to the front row. And he can't use his triple shot because he's in the front row.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
And so you saw that little halo appear over his head? That's another mechanic in the game called their stress levels. Okay, so we've completed the quest. We can return, but we want to continue adventuring because we want to open this chest here. It's trapped, and so what it tried to do is inflict our highwayman with blight, but we resisted it, thankfully. And well, I'll go back to the Halo thing. So they have a stress level. It's this right down here. When this reaches 200, they go insane, and their resolve is tested to where they can either have a positive outcome or a negative outcome. It's usually a negative outcome when they're stressed, but you never know, and that will affect how those characters interact with you the rest of the dungeon. It causes a lot of problems where you have to abandon the. You'll see. You guys will see. So that's what we got. Some food. You can eat food for health. That's for healing blight. And these are just sold for items. This is to buy stuff at the camp. We'll see more here. And these are the results of the encounter. So our Crusader got 10 plus accuracy versus Unholy, 5% crit rate versus Unholy. Our Highwayman got 15 damage versus Unholy, minus 15 stress versus Unholy. Stress, that's what it is. But he's also 10% more likely to bleed. He's susceptible to bleed. So there's negative traits too, which you can take care of in the infirmary, I think?
Home, such as it is.
Or not the infirmary.
This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now. And you are bound to them.
We're bound to it, guys. Get help where you may. Yeah, we don't need help. This is the graveyard.
End up here, covered in the poisoned earth. awaiting merciful oblivion.
So when you die in the game, your characters go there, and these guys will probably die. You just hire more people from the stagecoach here, recruit new heroes.
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws.
Which we'll do now.
Fools and corpses. All will find their way to
you can upgrade
now that the road is clear.
all this stuff in the game. This is to...
In time,
oh, this is,
you will know the tragic extent
cutscenes.
of my failings.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings. Dialogue in this game is phenomenal. There isn't much more you can do now. Okay, time to embark on a new quest. This is where you buy trinkets.
And charms gathered from all the
None of these are very good.
corners of the earth.
But if we can look at here, you put the trinkets in here, gives them a little bonus. You can level up skills. You can change skills, buy new skills. There is a blacksmith, which it won't let us go into. What is this? The guild. Okay, that's... I can't remember what that's for. This is to help reduce stress for... They can like flagellate in here and pray. This is to... Sanitarium is like the... Is how to... You resolve diseases. You can remove diseases from players there. Tavern is another stress thing where they can drink to... Or gamble. To relieve stress. This is for camping skills. So camping's another thing in this game. This game's amazing, by the way. You guys haven't caught on yet.
And morbidity.
Quest and parties. This is where you select your quests. Yeah. We know this, so we have to decide who we want to take on the next party, and this will be these four here, the usual suspects, because this is like the starting hand, quote unquote. And you can see the rewards for doing these places. We've only got one place we can go. We can go here. Actually, I don't think they'll go there because they're too low level, but they'll just die. This is like the expansion part of the game. So a provision up.
The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
I don't think I needed that many torches. It's a small journey, small dungeon. We'll take a shovel. We'll take, that's probably good for the first one, and we'll take a key too. So the idea is you want to buy these provisions so you're equipped enough to get through the dungeon, but you're not overspending, and you have to keep the inventory space open so you can pick up stuff. You haven't purchased any food. Didn't we purchase food? Too much food. Take at least 8. Okay. So I guess they're going to make us take 8 for the first one. I don't think you have to take any, though. Like, once you get by the first... I guess this is still tutorial area here. I don't remember those restrictions being there the first time I played through this game. Which I've never beat this game. Full disclosure. This is a very difficult game. We need to go to the map here. We're moving up. So she's a little stressed because she's just stressed. Got lucky there. We got a torch. We'll take it.
The stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
We're gonna keep the light up for this tutorial, but we might let it out later. We didn't get a surprise on him, even though we have full torch. It's okay. What do we want to do here? I think we'll probably just do an incision.
Executed with impunity.
Beautiful shot there. The Plague Doctor is really good for the blight stacking. You'll guys see later.
Another one.
The undead, they don't bleed, so bleeds are not really super effective. But
horrors.
You guys can see how I can
and driven into the mud.
Pick different characters to open this box, and that's important because they gain more traits that will allow them to be better at opening things, basically. Sometimes they'll get thievery, so they'll just steal stuff from you. I'm sure we'll see some of that here. This is why you bring the shovels.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Surprised a little bit there. We got them on a surprise, so that's really good. We get a free turn. We're gonna do a grape shot. Hit him with the AoE. Now I happen to remember that this character here, she causes stress damage, so that was unfortunate. You miss sometimes in this game. Now since our healer's in the back, she can't use these skills, so that might be... We might have this backwards here. She should probably be here, and he should probably be in the back. But then he probably wouldn't be able to do Incision. We don't really need to heal, but we'll do it anyway. Do AoE heal. Doesn't cost mana or anything, you just do it. You can see this bar here is their stress. When that reaches the top, that's when they start freaking out. We'll do Zealous Accusation.
Be gone, fiend.
We got one. She's gonna cause distress. No damage, but and the torch went out. We got the moves. Let's try to blight her again.
The ground quakes.
That's gonna do 4 damage per turn. Him with a grape shot again. Terrible shot. Typical Highwayman. Highwayman's pretty good too. They're all really good characters. Push back. Pull forward, rather. Let's just heal the Plague Doctor. These are bonuses he gets next round. We'll just take him down. If you get a crit when you kill somebody, it removes the corpse as well. I'm pretty sure about that.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
So now we have to reorganize our party here. So we'll send him to the back. We'll do something like that. She should be able to use Hand of Light, which is good. It's a free torch skill. She gets a stun too. You have to spec her into it or happen to recruit one that has it. What's our mission here? Our mission is to explore 90% of the rooms. So we'll skip this room here, I guess. Okay, so the torchlight's fading, which means things are going to get difficult. Oops, what did I do? Yeah. Like I said, oh, that's cool. You can go default party order. I don't think that's always been in the game. That must be new. We're going to light a torch. Getting stressed a little bit. So since I had her selected, she was the one that opened the pack. Which is okay. Turned out to be okay. Okay. Disorienting Blast. Let's do that on her. So another thing about this game is the stress carries over between missions. So stress is probably the biggest thing you want to keep down. Once they get stressed out, it's all kind of downhill. Illumination. Let's free torch.
The match is struck.
They didn't really need it though.
Blazing star is born.
Okay, that was pretty big. We want to do. They're susceptible to blight. Yeah, 10% resistance.
Well struck.
And so, because he had a crit, and it was quote-unquote well struck, these two players gains a little bit of sanity from that. Just take him out.
Give them no quarter.
Can't give him a single quarter, guys.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Beautiful crit there. Beautiful, beautiful crit. So these bigger chests, you can put a key in, and that'll unlock a hidden compartment.
If only treasure could
Bam.
staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
This is scouting, so we get to kind of see what's up ahead, and you can see there's a trap here. We wouldn't normally see that unless we got the scout. You can still see it on the map if you're paying attention. Do it here. So there's the trap, and because we saw it, it was kind of like not hidden for us. Now, typically, highwaymen have the best ability to disarm traps. I don't remember how you see that though. A little confused. We'll send him in anyway. We gotta get a little bit closer. Yeah. And he should get some sanity. A decent strat. Like I could have had her do it so she could recover some sanity. Torch up. Light a torche. Okay, so there's a curio down here. Let's go down this way. Let's try what we were just talking about here. Okay, so she failed because she's not good at disarming traps. I don't really see that though.
Possessed by evil intent.
And is she bleeding? No, she's not bleeding. I thought you used to be able to see their actual, the bigger part of their stats on the screen. It's T, yeah, T is the hotkey for torch. It's a good one. And we got the surprise, so that's good. Might as well attack here. Oh, so that was the stun. Move him up one just so he's a little less lethal. Never lucky, guys. Never lucky. This guy will do more damage than that guy. Should. Although he's in the front, he's not so dangerous. Let's try the grape shot. Yeah, grape shot. Didn't get that kill. That's kind of bad. Lucky dodge, though. Rather be lucky than good, guys. Always.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
That was really good. I'll hit him with the plague grenade.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Know what you guys are thinking? This doesn't look too difficult. It ramps up pretty quickly, and it does get out of hand fast. It probably wasn't the hardest game I played in 2016 when it came out, but it was up there. Okay, so we got a trinket there.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
But that's only for the Arbalest, which we don't have.
Wealth beyond measure.
On
Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
On 1200 in a holy fountain there.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted.
You can see we're already hurting a little bit.
Clear.
Whistle. So he picked up a bad trait where he just okay.
Are often low on supplies.
So he just stole from the party. Just randomly inherited a evil trait there. It was like an event where they basically take food away from you. They're like, you're hungry, eat, or lose sanity, basically. Let's see, is there anything in this room? No. So we can safely leave this dungeon, and that was a moderate success. We took a little bit of stress damage there, but we'll next through that. 10% stress, not a good trait to pick up. 5% scouting chance in the Warrens. Sickly, minus 10% disease resist. But he gets plus 10 blight resist. Kleptomaniac, so she's prone to stealing items, so I believe they both have that skill now, which is not great. You got two of your party members stealing.
The poor caretaker. Iberia's long
severe negative quirks, yeah.
Have affected him.
So nobody's really stressed out except for. I thought we were in the tavern there. Except for
our.
our.
Have been dusted. The pews set straight.
What is she? She's
The Abbey calls to the faithful.
What's her class? No, she's not the Crusader. She's the just priest, I guess. Why can I not see her class? Oh, Vestal. Apprentice Vestal. Can we see her? Yeah. So here's her trap stats. I don't know why you can't see that in the actual dungeon, but 20%. I think you can. So we're gonna send her in here to pray. It's gonna cost $1,200 to pray away the stress, but we'll do it. Now the bad part about that is we're down to 3, so we have to hire somebody else. Let's see what kind of traits this guy has. He's got this stun's pretty good. This is for marking targets to do extra damage, and he's got a dog. Really cool class, and they're actually really good, I think, but I've never been good at using them. Never been good at using these ones either. These ones, they get a stun as well, they get a transform, but the transform stresses the party out when they turn into the beast. I think these are high skill cap, quote unquote high skill cap, right? Classes use the abomination. 10% bleed resist. What did he have? Inherit. 20% stress versus human. Known cheat, so he gambles while in town. And I think if that happens, his stress doesn't get moved down, or no, they don't allow him to gamble. Yeah, he's not allowed to gamble in town. Armor Tinker. Let's hire the Houndmaster.
A lawman and his faithful beast. A bond forged by battle and
I think he's
bloodshed.
usually a back 2, although to use Blackjack he's got to be front 2. So we'll put him in the front 2, and I think Dismas. Can we rename these? I think, yeah, we can. Let's see. Let's rename. Actually, let's rename him to TheUnusualMaw. This will be a. Oh wait. There we go. So that's us. What can I look at here? He can still use all of his from the back 3. So he's good there. Well, he's actually not organized. We're just. Yeah. Okay, so tavern. Yeah.
Kegs, cards, and curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike.
We don't really want to equip that. Now, we did pick up a trinket there. Oh, Arbalest, that's right. 20% move resist, -1 speed. Not great. I guess we can just embark to the next one. Let's just do it. Oops, you're going to go in... That's the order we wanted there. So all this hasn't opened up yet. We still have to go through the runes. This does open up before you clear this out, though. And so this is the way I play the game. I'm not sure if this is the right way to do it, but you kind of look at the trinkets. And this currency really does start to matter because it's how you upgrade all the buildings back at the hamlet. Which becomes very important. But since I don't remember what those are, we'll try to go for a trinket here. 5 accuracy to melee skills, Plague Doctor, 15% stun skill. Let's try to get this here. This is a short. These all short. That's a medium one. Now we better stick with the short one here. Better to stick with the short one. We'll take 8 food. We'll take a shovel. We'll take 2 keys. Take 6 torches. And the rest I'm okay with, I guess. We've been able to dodge bleeds and blights here. I'm not really a big fan of picking that kind of stuff up, but if it's a real difficult mission, like to kill a boss or something, it's probably a good idea to take him in. You're not almost dead by the time you get to the boss.
The halls of your lineage once familiar, now foreign.
All right, explore 90%. Let's do it. Some maggots, no problem here. Unless you miss. Still not a huge problem. Let's... I don't think that's enough. These are pretty weak minions here. Let's do an AoE bleed. 4 or 5 damage, and
another one falls.
Yeah. That's a really good skill on these guys.
Great is the weapon that
perfect
on its own.
That's how you do that there. Let's let the torch go down a little bit here, just so we can see what happens. We could just let's use that, so you can just use that there too.
A blazing star is born.
Rather than putting it in your pack. A blazing star is born. You don't say. Didn't see the trap.
Curious is the trap maker's art.
Yes.
His efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
Let's send. I'll tell you what. We'll pick that up. All right, it's a good find there. This is story. But you'll collect a ton of these through the game. Let's let the light go out a little bit here. Increase the difficulty. Alright, so we're second act. Lucky dodge there. Let's hit him with the plague grenade. With both.
Masterfully executed.
I think we do want the AoE bleed. And I think we want to stun this big guy if we can with our Crusader. We're rolling high on the dodges here. Let's get him bleeding. Although we probably should have taken out the cutthroat in the back there. You want to do the stun? Yeah, let's do the stun. We might as well stun. Stun when we can. I'll tell you what, I attempted to just take a shot on this guy. 5. So we need to do 5 damage. So he's dead. The blight and the bleed will kill him. Let's blackjack you. So we get a free bleed there, and then let's plague grenade this guy, and hopefully that's enough. 8 and 1 is 9, so he's dead.
Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Now we can go ham with the Crusader. Not quite. Do 2 damage here. I don't think that works on him. Very resisted.
Their cursed
Let the hound take him.
falls.
Feed him to the hounds, I say.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
More story. Okay. Another trap we didn't see. We'll open the packs.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles.
Getting
paid
dark now.
for in blood.
It's getting dark in the dungeon. The Lucky Scout. There's going to be one battle in this hallway, a curio, an obstacle, so we got our shovel for that. Yeah, I don't think we want to go pitch black here. Not quite pitch black. We got a lucky surprise. Always difficult to hit that. So this increases the hound's vigor. I think this is just a damage boost here. Maybe it's a heal. I can't remember. Vigor. We'll take the double bleed. Oh, we missed the back, which is... Oh, we missed everything, I guess. With the disorient, we'll put it now. We're going to take some stress damage here. Well, unless we can stun her. Okay. So even though we got the surprise there, we didn't get a whole lot of advantage from it. Like half his HP. And then half of that HP with a bleed. He's going to be fine though, guys. Promise. Yep, she's dead. So can I eat this? 50% damage reduction? Damage and accuracy. We'll go with the stun here though.
Slowly. Gently.
And so because she was killed by Blight,
This is how a life is taken.
she's she didn't leave behind a corpse. This is what you want sometimes. We're going to drop a heal on our Master. I know this sounds weird. We're going to bleed the skeleton, even though skeletons are immune to bleed. Just because if you look at the accuracy on this attack, 95 base, where everything else is... That's 85, that's 75. This is 95, but this is a buff skill. I think. Yeah, it's buff skill.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
The blood. So we got some blood for the blood court. I think if we had some herbs here, we could open this up. I don't think we want to open this confession booth without the herbs or the something else. I don't remember what the other item is. Maybe it's holy water? Okay. Pack, no problem.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
One more curio. I think you want the herbs for this too. You know, we're gonna open it. Well, thankfully we didn't have to. We didn't
Fortune
curse there.
to be spent.
Let's eat some of our food. Let's drop. We'll drop that. Okay. I need one more room here. Let's go away from having to fight the fight an encounter. Getting pretty lucky so far. Tell you what, we're gonna eat the food up. That's the other thing about the food and the you can only eat so much food too, and then the character gets full, so you can't just like buy a ton of food and expect to kind of cheat your way through it. And so there's the disadvantage, right? So we We ran out of food, now everybody's hungry.
The requirements of survival cannot be met on an empty stomach.
That's the penalty for doing stuff like that. No, we need to go one more room. The party's getting a little stressed with that lack of food there. Torch is gone. And I guess just head north. We're gonna go to the bookshelf. We're gonna do it. Pages are unsettling. 17 stress. Not great. Not what we wanted there. Luckily, we got a nice surprise. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this, just because you don't get to keep the stuff at the end of the fight or the end of the dungeon. Everything has to just goes to waste, I guess. I guess let's start bleeding. I resisted. We get one here. Two. Yeah, I think we gotta go stun. He starts whipping you in this game, and it can get pretty bad pretty quick. Might be the luckiest dodges we've ever had playing this game. Yeah, I mean, you love to see it. He's gonna die if I can hit him once, so we're gonna try to.
Confidence
Beautiful.
surges as the enemy crumbles.
You love to see that. Stack some bleeds. Yeah. 6 damage. We need one more on him. That'll be the plague grenade. So he's dead.
The
Huh?
death by inches.
It looks like we're gonna have to take a whip here. We could try to stunning blow him. You know what? We're just gonna go for it. No, that wasn't too bad. It's the one you don't mind seeing. The AoE whip that does like 7 damage. That hurts real bad. I think we got him there. 4, 3. So now, since he's dead, it's just a little tip I can give you guys. If you plan on playing this game, or if you've played this game and didn't think about this. So since he's definitely dying, we can kind of look and see who do we want to give the killing blow to reduce their stress. And you don't really want to pass your turn because that can cause stress. But like here, I can do a heal. In fact, even though that he's dying, like we could do. Let's give it to the Houndmaster, I guess. It's fine.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
All right.
Foolish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
I think we made it out alive. Yep. We didn't see any treasure chests there, so we can head back to the hamlet.
The great ruins belong to us, and we will find whatever secrets they hold.
What do we get here? Beast Slayer. Positive trait. Unholy Slayer. Positive trait. Enlightening Town will only meditate for stress. That's not too bad. As you can see, the characters do level up, and as they level up, they won't go into lower level dungeons, and yeah, it's basically the extent of it. And sometimes they'll leave for a while. They'll go on like sabbatical to think about things, and yeah, usually doesn't happen until they're higher level though. So the bad part about that is when they level up, if you lose a bunch of party members and you've got like just a couple high level ones, they won't help you level up the new ones. You have to start afresh and get those up to their level so they can go into the same level dungeon. Kind of strange.
Though long years may seek to separate them, action and consequence will invariably have their dreadful reunion.
I think this is a boss, if I'm not mistaken. Which would be a good thing to do. Send me out again, so he's eager to go. She's healed up. Let's go to the blacksmith
The
here.
bellows blast once again. The forge stands ready to make weapons of war.
We need heroes all level 1. We don't have it yet, so we can't do any armor upgrading
Make
or
no
weapon
mistake,
upgrading.
We will
this
face
is skills.
ever greater threats. Our soldiers must be ready.
So we can unlock skills, but we can't upgrade them. And so now we can kind of look at, do we want to switch out anything that we have for something useful maybe? This is kind of a good one. -5 stress, +5 torch, 1 heal. This is to kind of reposition yourself, this one. This one's just a AoE heal, which is not bad. She's a really good healer, though. I don't know if we're going to be using this skill, so maybe... Torch +24. Let's pick up... No, I think we'll save our money, actually. Let's look at other people, see if there's anybody else that needs skills. Pay their bills. Self-heal for 4. Lick wounds. Guard dog 10 dodge. Cry havoc -2 stress. But all these skills, what are we probably not going to use? This is probably decent for bosses. We'll leave him with what he's got. Keep Xing out of there. Point blank shot's pretty good if you got him in the front row, but hopefully he's not in the front row. Wicked Slice, not bad. Duelist Advance, good for repositioning. Yeah, I won't bother with that either. This is going to be in the back 4. Is there a skill we can drop? Precision. Is that Advance? No. Tough call. This is a decent buff here. Blinding Gas, this is an AoE stun. So maybe we pick that up? Yeah, let's pick that up, and let's drop... Yep, we know that. This is my first rodeo. And we'll leave her on... Is this actually stun? This one? Is not. So I think we want to drop... You'll be able to do it from the back 2. No, I think she has to be... Yeah, she can do it from the back 2. The back 3. I'm looking at the red dots, actually. I just noticed. We'll equip that, and we'll drop that. We actually have to do it in the actual character menu. Right, 'cause she's not going to be in the front 2, so we'll pick that up. We will drop Precision, and we'll pick up our AoE stun. He didn't pick up anything, and he didn't pick up anything. I think we're going to leave the Houndmaster behind. The Houndmaster did great for us there. Let's try to get one more in here before we end this episode. Is there a boss we can do? No moss, no boss. I'm fine, quit asking. Yeah, I'm sure you are. I want to do a medium one. We missed the opportunity there to show off the camping skills. You know what? Actually, I'm really enjoying this episode. We'll probably do another episode of this for tomorrow's one-off, so it'll be a 2-day one-off for our 1-day one-off to make up for the 1-day... to make up for the one-off Monday that we missed last week. We'll just do two of these episodes. So you can look forward to this tomorrow. And then what we're going to play next, I'm not sure. It may be PoE, but it might not be. Currently, I'm thinking no, but we'll see. It'll be a surprise on Tuesday. Try to do one more of these before we end the episode. What do we want to do, though? We could do... No, let's stick with the runes. I think you have to... Yeah, you have to fill this up to get to the boss. So we'll go... We'll stick with this, so... You know, let's give him his trinket. We have a trinket, I think, for him. Yes. We'll stick with these so we can definitely see a boss at least next episode. That'll be the goal, anyway. Let's take 8 food. Take a shovel, take a key. 4 shares. And... See, I feel like in this game, and this is probably not true, but when you start picking up this stuff, or these two, the game will start throwing them at you a lot more. It's like, oh, you wanted to bring bandages? Well, here's some bleeds. We'll take medicinal herbs just in case. Herbs. Additional herbs. And, yeah, let's do it. Do it to it. So far, it's not going too bad. It's still really early in the game, though. In about 3 or 4 dungeons, it all kind of starts to fall apart. Usually how
Trace
this
out
game
the
goes.
halls of your lineage once familiar, now foreign.
90% of the rooms, it's easy, right? We just skip that one. Let's send us in there. I think this is where you want to use the herbs. Yeah. 1,000 gold for that. So I think the herbs were 300 gold? We made 700 gold there? Something like that. Yeah, he's just stressed out. Stressing out over nothing. Probably a trade he has. Why can I not see their character stats? Oh, there we go. We did it, guys. He's probably got a stress thing in here. Yeah, plus 10% stress. Those are the kind of traits you probably want to remove. But in order to do that, they have to sit out a dungeon to do it. Okay. You'll play grenade. A lot of people would probably open up with the stun there. But not us. We're MLG. You'll love to see it. No, I don't mind that. Kind of disproves our bandage theory. Taking bandages causes the enemies to bleed more. Yeah, come get some. Need a bit? Yeah, I know you do. Yeah. Let's see if we can take out two.
Disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
Okay. So we actually can't hit him, so we're just gonna want to heal here. Does that remove? I guess it removes bleeds. I don't think it does.
Is broken.
Let's double check here, but
Maintain the offensive.
yes, please.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Yeah, cures blight, bleed. Okay. I thought it was just blight, but yeah, it's not good. Witness. Will not take part in prayer activities in town. That's okay. That becomes a problem later on when you're like shoving people in places to try to get them de-stressed, and there's a person that lives in the town, the caretaker, that'll sit in one of those slots that prevents you from being able to heal them. What just happened? What did he say? Or she? I don't know. Well, tell me you guys saw that.
By foul invention.
Nobody saw that. Alright, we got a map. That's nice. Treasure room up here. Let's torch up here. That's a bit too spicy for us. Look like an AoE opportunity to me, if I've ever seen one. Now here, though, here we want to disorient, because we're going to hit two targets. We got them both. Love to see that. Saved ourselves some stress there. Take the AoE bleed. That hurt a little bit. You want to get spicy here? I think we do.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
He's not quite dead. Not great there. He's gonna die next turn though, thankfully. So what we might want to do here is maybe Hound Rush her. Ugh. Feels bad. I can feel the disparity setting in. Want to try again? Oh, that felt good. Did that not feel good? Back to the pit, indeed. So she's dead next turn too. Yeah. Must keep our courage, or I didn't get to read the rest of that. He's freaking out a little bit. Or we're freaking out. I guess that's our character.
Destroy them all.
There's a really difficult achievement to get to finishing the game with these two characters. This one and this one, if they're still alive at the end. I think they have to be in the final party too. Could be wrong about that. Alright, empty pack. Better than trap, I agree with that. Let's, a little bit of food. A lot of torches. Highwayman's pretty lucky. I mean, it just screams AoE, right? Part of me wants to put the bleeds out there, but not quite. That does do a single target bleed. So I think, no, you know what? We are going to stun. Always going to stun if we can.
Unnerved, unbalanced.
I mean, he's still doing okay, though. Gotta stay positive, right? See? Stay positive. 6 damage? Yeah, we can do that.
Precision and power.
Beautiful crit in the front. And so that crit gave us 15 prop for 1 round, just for luck of the draw there, really. Yeah, he didn't really want that. Because now he really can't do anything. Yeah, we're just going to move him back. I don't even think it's worth doing the blast there. She's dead. Can we stun him? No, he's not quite dead. So what, let's do the AoE bleed. See what we got out here. Alright, he's a little hurt. And we're early in the dungeon, but the bad part here is we gotta clear all this stuff out. Come on. Alright. Not terrible.
As victories mount, so
let's reorganize.
too will resistance.
Pop a key in. I just noticed, and I think the last time I played this was part of the game. When you go to click on something, it'll show you what item you're supposed to use. It used to not show you that, so it was like a guessing game to remember. Only 3 things you gotta remember, but I would always forget. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you bleed pretty bad. I use torches on these. Mistaken.
In
Yeah.
Radiance, may we find victory.
I'm gonna give him some food because he's... Now, here's the thing. If their health... It's an important part of the game. If their health reaches 0, they don't die, but they risk having a heart attack, which they go into hyper stress, and then every turn there's like a random chance that they have a heart attack and die. Hopefully we don't have to see that. At least not this episode. I mean, we're almost out of here. It's a pretty good chat. That was definitely worth it there. Yeah, we bleed? Probably not. Let's see if we can take him out. Not quite. He'll definitely get it. Reynaldo. Good friend Reynald. Please? No, not quite. I mean, this is a pretty good fight here for us. He should be dead, yeah.
Slowly, gently.
And he's now in a position where he really can't do a lot of damage to us. We misclick there, because we're bad at games. But so is he. Let's give him a minor heal. Pretty weak attack there. This is why I don't really like the Houndmaster, is the damage is just not quite there. It's great for stuns though.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
What do we got? What do we got? Deeds? We definitely want the deeds. I don't know if we want to drop our last 2 food. Let's pop a holy water. I think that's what that was. Torch up. Okay, nothing in there. That map was a useful find. And I think now we can check his disarm is 50%. His is 30. No, his is 20. What about 50%? Okay. Who has the most stress? Since I have the most stress, we want to use him to disarm the trap. Because he'll reduce stress by doing it. A tip for you guys. I'm sure most veteran Darkest Dungeon players know that. Alright, nothing in the last room. Back to the hamlet. I'd call it a success. Nobody died.
To us,
Nobody too stressed.
and we will find whatever secrets they hold.
Yeah, we leveled up. Not great, but well, you know what? We wanted to take our priest. He was not supposed to be in the group. How did I let that slip by me? 20% stress reduction in brothels. 5% dodge. Okay. And Photomania, minus 20% stress if torch above 75. That's a really good trait. Let's that's about time to end the episode.
She has paid dearly for her freedom, and deserves better than this place.
We got a newcomer. Let's recruit that here. Oh no, we just got access to a new character. We'll go ahead and recruit all
To
these.
fight the abyss, one must know it.
There's no penalty for picking up people, but you are limited to slots, which you can increase through here. But we're not going to do that quite yet. This increases the number of heroes that'll show up. Higher experienced people will show up, improving that. Sanitarium, yeah. Which maybe we want to start here. Is there anything terrible we want to get rid of? Maybe kleptomania. I don't know if we want a klepto running in our group here. So let's drop. None of those are great for her. We'll pull that out. I'm really interested in keeping her healthy because she is a big piece of the game. It's like the best healer in the game. There's other healers though, really good ones too. Like he's actually not bad. The cultist. He's got this skill here, which does 0 to 13 and a chance to bleed on your own party member. So sometimes they'll give you a 13 heal, or a critical 13 heal, or 0 and he'll bleed you. Not great. We're looking about reducing stress here. We could send in our Plague Doctor to reduce stress. Probably not being efficient about when we're supposed to send these guys in, but we're going to send him in and we'll take one of these guys with us. This is the leper? Yeah. Okay, so that's kind of a look at the town. You know what, we'll do upgrades and stuff outside of the episode, and then we'll pick up the episode. You know, we'll save it for all for the next episode. But that's gonna do it for this episode, guys. If you like the episode, as usual, drop us a like. If you want to see more content from me, go ahead and hit subscribe. And we're gonna see you guys in the next episode of Darkest Dungeon, one-off Monday on a Sunday, but tomorrow's Monday. All right, we'll see you next time, guys. Till then, take care.